So here today at the Fragrance Shark, we're going to be reviewing one of the latest releases from Cremo, and it's from the Reserve collection, and it's Vintage Suede. So stay tuned, see what I got to say about this one. Every road and path uncharted lead exactly to this time and place, and your journey starts now. So if you're new to my channel, this is where I decant at the fragrance reviews, lists, and everything else that's fragrance related. Now let's get into it. So Cremo Vintage Suede was launched this year in 2022. It's classified as a leather fragrance. Cremo makes some excellent fragrances as well as other products like shave, beard, hair and body products. You can also pick this up at like your local Target. It's a 3.3 bottle and I got it for $22.99, which to me this is a steal given the quality of this fragrance, which I'll get into later.
Nice!
Now let's get in these tasty notes. The top notes are black pepper, cardamom, saffron. Heart notes, violet, patchouli, moss. Base notes, rich amber, tonka, dry date, smooth suede. So let's talk about that opening. And in the opening, I get a little bit of spice, a hit of black pepper and cardamom, but immediately upon application, I get a soft suede melded with a bittersweet saffron. And the suede saffron combo in here kind of reminds me of Happy Land Studio Claire Cafe. It's a really nice, smooth suede and leather blend. Absolutely love this opening. So let's talk about that dry down, and as it transitions to that dry down, that soft suede remains throughout the life of the fragrance. And then you get a mild, sweet fruitiness blended from the dates and the amber. And there's also a, I would say an airy, maybe a powdery undertone from the violets that really helps soften up this suede accord, makes it not too bitter. And then there is a patchouli and moss that adds some earthy undertones throughout this composition. To me, this is a fairly linear scent, and most you'll get out of it is leather, which is excellent. So as for performance, I was actually pleasantly surprised. The longevity it gets is around 8 hours with a moderate projection and sillage for the first hour or two. And then it starts tapering a little bit, sits a little bit closer to the skin. But I feel this can be worn best between winter, spring, and fall. So my final verdict on Cremo Vintage Suede. Cremo tends to use some of the popular fragrances for inspiration, and this is definitely inspired by Tom Ford Ombre Leather. I wouldn't say this is 100% Ombre Leather, but I feel there is some differences. I feel the first difference to me is the leather. In Vintage Suede, they use a leather suede accord. It's soft. And in Ombre Leather, it's a more deeper and richer leather note that is used, and it's also more realistic. And also the usage of the florals. In Vintage Suede, they use a violet that adds almost like a powdery undertone throughout it. And in Ombre Leather, they use a airy jasmine sambac. All in all, I absolutely love this fragrance, and this is a steal at what you could get this fragrance for. And the quality of this, I'm very impressed. I highly recommend this for anyone who loves leather fragrances. Thank you for joining the Fragrance Shark, and I will see you next time. Has anyone seen my assless chaps? No one? Oh, they're right over there.